Oh, hey guys. So, here's a little short. Although this is from about 4 days ago. I did a reset in Jubits for the first time. And when I say for the first time, I mean that was my first time there, period. Those who don't know where Jubits is, not a bad truck stop. Shitty location in Portland, Oregon. Up near the river, pretty much right next to the river. And he has to get to coming from 84. Saw a shit ton of homeless people. They think trucks parking wherever they can is bad. I have never seen so many campers parked along like 5 miles of road until I got off that to, go do my reset, figure out how to word. But I figured I was there. They had a barber shop. I'd try it. Oh, hi, cat. Hi. Not too bad, wasn't too bad. First time I ever had a straight blade done, which that was weird. I don't know, it wasn't what I was expecting it to be, but it was weird. It wasn't a bad haircut though, a little pricey, but normal cut was like $32. They gave her like a $5 discount to the truck, so it's still like $27, but whatever. I didn't know you had to schedule appointments. I just walked in, I was like, can I get one? And they're like, yeah, sure. And they're like, we're a little packed, but they squeezed me in right after, like, he was done working with his current guy, so that was pretty nice. Hi, cat. What are you doing? You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Well, come say hi, fatty. Well, there's fat ass. He's like, why am I floating? Really now. It was bad though. I tried the Ponderosa grill. Wasn't impressed. It's country fried steak is one of my favorite foods. Like one of my, I like food, but it was one of my more enjoyable foods, and it's kind of hard to fuck it up. But when you make it too brown, so it's a little hard to cut. Like a good country fried steak does not need a knife. How do you fuck that up? The lemonade was good. I got a raspberry lemonade with it. I want to call that for gratin. Oh, okay. So I don't know if I'm ever gonna eat at this place again. Okay, so I ordered it online. In the parking lot, lazy. Okay, ordered it online for pickup. I think it was like 5:20 I ordered, and I'm set for 6 p.m. So that's 40 minutes for them to, if there's issues with the order, questions, etc., to get it all ready. I go in there 6 p.m. Haven't heard a peep from them. I'm like, all right, cool, my food's ready. Get in there, food's not ready, and it wasn't ready for another 20 minutes. And as soon as I get there, I'm looking for my order, like, oh, we don't have any cauliflower gratin. I was like, why did I give you my phone number then? I ordered this 40 minutes ago. And she's like, well, I just got it. I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah. We're pretending we got the 90s servers over here? Or what are you, fucking Yahoo of the early 2000s? Where you sit to get an email and it takes an hour for you to get it, even though Gmail gets it instantly? Who you trying to fool? So I got pilaf, which isn't bad. It's not as good cauliflower gratin, but they got some peach cobbler with it. Again, not impressed. It was peaches in a can, is what it tastes like, and they were a little hard. Like there wasn't really any softness to them. Okay, I'm gonna phrase. They were a little firm. So yeah, it wasn't enjoyable. It didn't taste bad. Just I don't know. I don't like working to eat my food. I just don't want to fucking devour my food. I know. First world problems. What do you want, cat? Really? Wow. Well, why don't you come tell them? Okay. I don't know if you guys heard that. He's over here just telling me a story. But this week it started off already pretty interesting. Can't wait to get out of this truck. I can't. I think it's pretty funny. The comments are calling this the yellow banana. Yeah. I think I might have called it the yellow banana too in one of my videos. Probably that's where it started from. But this truck having no bunk heat, and it takes an idle's at a gallon per hour. That's the only little idle. Otherwise, I guess it'll rig up the idle. Otherwise, it'll shut off. So I'm going through an extra like 110 to 120 gallons extra of fuel a week because of the reset fuel, which is 34 gallons, plus 10 gallons a day. Okay, I guess it's more like 100, but that's still like fucking $600 pretty much. I'm just shitting out the window. But I mean, I guess it's price to pay for comfort, because when you're getting into places where it's 17 degrees for lows, like this is the first time I've been in a desert in like almost 2 months. I was in the desert the first week when I was with this company. Then turn around and we're back up. So what's today? 17th. So almost fucking 2 months. It's like a month and 2.5 weeks. So I've been up in Utah, Pacific Northwest, back and forth a lot. Do a lot of Logan runs, and that. I mean, I'm from a cold environment, but 17 degrees with the truck turned off, no bunkie. That's a little too cold. It's a little too cold. Like I tried it when I was like 38, and I woke up chilly because this has the tin can effect. It does get colder in here, especially with fucking truck floors. Gallon of water. If I'm up in the cold environments and I turn I focus more of the heat on the back and I leave it just up here where it's like comfortable, but it's not warm, it's not cold though, it's just comfortable. It's like maybe 60s, mid 60s. The floor is fucking cold. The floor is like chilled enough where it will chill my fucking water. Like I'll pick up the water, brush my teeth or get a drink or whatever. That's cold. Yeah. Even the cabinet walls, like they're not insulated. It's just plastic shell, right? No, I mean it is insulated, but it's not like a house. It's like camper insulation, so it's not really insulated. But with the same thing with the floor, it'll chill my drinks up there. I mean, I'm warm in the bunk. It's just the walls, the floor, they're not exactly warm. That's why bunkie is important. Although you can't warm this floor up. This fucking floor gets fucking frigid. It has a bridge effect because there's a gap between the frame and the cab. Like you can literally see, if you don't have the fairings, you can literally see straight through the other side. Straight between the cab and the frame, you'll be able to see it straight through. So there's a bridge effect. So you get the wind up there and just separates everything. That floor gets cold. That's why my old truck had rugs in it, pretty much all the way up, because when you get out of bed, it's fucking warm. You touch that floor with your bare feet, it is fucking frigid. But yeah, that part kind of sucks. Not having no bunkie, having idle, whatever. Supposedly, December 8th, we'll find out. I already have the specs. I am planning on making a video as soon as I can. But I mean, they're gonna spec that. I already seen the specs. They're gonna buy a fridge for that truck because they get like hotel fridges, like pretty big fridges. They put a microwave in there. So, and then I'll decal it, and then I'll be able to go pick it up. And it has an APU also, which would be fucking amazing. Because, yeah, like being able to barely get 1,150 miles on one tank or one fill kind of blows. Kind of blows. I will say that Volvo does have bigger fuel tanks in this truck though. So I'll be able to get about 400 more miles than this. I mean, okay, assuming that I can, this truck doesn't have the idle, okay? This truck will be able to get 1,300 pretty easily. Well, the 1250 to 1,300. The Volvo should get about an easy 250 to 300 more minimum. And if I really push it, 400. And even then I can actually get more, just, then you're getting a little too risky. For this truck, so 2 days ago, the 15th, I blew a tire. I think it was the 15th. Yeah, blew a tire, drive tire. Don't know what happened to it. I think it just got, just weathered up and just gave out. They're virgins. So I don't know, road damage, just eventually just gives out. It was inside passenger rear, So, never able to see it in the mirror, period. Passenger side, mirrors aren't really set up to see the ground, especially right next to you. They're more set up for the trailer. Driver's side, you can see the tires a little bit. It's inside the rear, the inside tires are underneath the trailer, so you aren't seeing those in your mirrors, period. But I was cruising down. I was just north of Juniper. Well, technically it's eastbound, but I was going southbound. I was going to Salt Lake, but eastbound towards the rest stop. So I was on like the Idaho border, pretty much down Idaho border. I was like 2 miles north of it. Okay, west of it, whatever. The road was going south, but I started feeling something weird, and like I couldn't tell where it was. I thought it was a steer tire. I was steering it right here, and I was like, okay, I'm starting to hear rubbing. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it wasn't really squirrely, but I mean, it was windy. So I mean, it's hard to tell sometimes when it's windy enough. And I don't think I was. Oh, okay, I was heavy. I was pretty heavy, so it wasn't like getting like really wavy. But just kind of like doing this a little bit, you know. And then all of a sudden I hear that, and I was like, oh, bummer. I know what that was. It's from my JCT blowout. This blew out from inside the middle, like on top in the middle, just blew out and eventually shredded itself. Got lucky. It did grab the mud flap in the hanger. Didn't break them, just twisted them up to where when I got out, here's the tire. The mud flap was like this on the tire. There was shrapnel all over the airbag, and when the guy showed up, that's what the first thing he was looking at. He was like, "You got lucky." I was like, "Yeah, I saw that too." I was like, "There was shrapnel all over that airbag, metal shavings." And when it happened, I immediately pulled him on the shoulder, at least check it out and see if I really need to sit here, or can I? Because I know the rest stop 2 miles away. Can I link it there? Because I'd rather not be on the side of the road. And it wasn't too bad. So I mean, I just got up to 40, hazarded on 2 miles, whatever. Which he was very appreciative of that too. But anybody who's blown a fucking tire of these Freightliners, especially the drive tires, know that all the fucking sensors get set off with ABS, traction control, hill assist, all that. Right? Now, normally, I've been in every single Freightliner I've been in at this point has had a battery shut off. How you would fix that with that is because it just trips the sensors. All it is just freaks them out. Because you can't just drive that around and let it set us up. You gotta actually, turn the truck off with the battery shut off. Actually, kill the batteries to the truck, and let it sit there for like 15 minutes. Turn it back on, and it'll fix itself. The sensors reset and everything. It's like back in the day, clearing the CMOS from the computers. I got to like reset the brain. I don't have battery shut off, so I was like, okay, why don't I just turn the truck off for like 15 minutes? Nope. It's like, okay, well, you guys, I'll drive the 300. It was more like 500 miles because I was still. It was like 500 miles. So I was 2 hours away from dropping in the Swift yard. That's how I guess that's the drop yard in Salt Lake. And then turned around, go up 100 miles to Logan, come back 100 miles to where it was. Well, I mean, same like rough area, but I wasn't going back to Swift yard. So there's what, 240 miles plus another. I'm at 140 miles south of parking to just get through Salt Lake. It was like 300 miles, 300 some change, with no cruise control. Kind of blew. And then I get up the next day thinking, okay, the truck's now half 10 hours. And it's saying, no, once you check the sensors, you actually got to reset them. And up all the dash still looked like Christmas tree. So I was like, okay. I was like, I need to get 50 gallons anyways to get to the cheap fuel at Mesquite with my discount. I'm gonna get like $4.94 there or something like that. Not cheap for some areas, but it's cheap for this area. Okay, like I'm done getting a discount in Idaho and Utah. Well, Idaho, Utah, pretty much, like, it's done for the winter, it seems. Like, I'm paying above national average. So the only way I can balance it out is when I'm in Oregon, take advantage of that, $4.90 something fuel. When I get down here in Arizona, same thing. Again, the cheapest fuel for me in Utah is like $4.47 or $5.47. I wish it was $4.47. So yeah, it sucks right now. This regional part sucks. The Volvo will help with that because I don't need to get as much fuel. So overpaying for fuel is still okay, as long as I'm able to maintain a balanced MPG. So it's okay. There's a tire shop. I'll just go see if they can unhook the batteries. Just leave them unplugged for like 15 minutes. I'll pay them a half-hour labor, and just get rolling because I don't want to do an extra stop. Well, that was enough. Just because their maintenance guy wasn't there on time. I guess he was on a road call or something. So at least they were willing to, but the guy wasn't there. He did tell me to go across the bridge, so across the interstate to this towing company. It's also an auto repair or truck repair. But I went over there, door was locked. I was like, okay, well, I'm moving on then. I guess I'll just go to my original plan, which I originally was planning on stopping at TA Express and Parowan, because it's a great place. Not huge, but pretty decent place. Did that. I went in there. I was like, hey, I just got a quick job. Which, as far as I know what it was, batteries looked fine because it had the cover on. I didn't really take the cover off and look. Yeah, so they pulled me in. Took the little panel off, and I was like, well, that's a lot of corrosion. Alright, so I guess we're just going to go ahead and replace all 4 batteries around here, because every battery had corrosion on it. Take advantage of full maintenance lease, which I was, all 4 batteries plus the labor was like $822. Batteries like $158 a piece. And then also come to find out, they had undersized batteries in this truck. I don't know if they had an issue one time where they just put in what they had. There were like 650 cold cranking amps, and I think Freightliners were probably like a minimum of 800. So now the truck has 950s, that's all they had. They didn't have anything, Penske was just like, put the same thing in that you take out. They're like, well, we don't have those. And then that's when they looked at the batteries, like, oh, these are even undersized anyways. Because there's nothing wrong with having too much cranks. All it does is help the truck out. Especially where I run a lot, up in the snow areas. Luckily the truck doesn't get turned off much. That would have been a bigger issue if this truck got turned off every day. That would eventually, if I had a monkey, I could have been sitting in a truck stop dead. Because some of them were pretty bloated. I guess one was swelled up pretty good, and I think that had much corrosion. And then there was the last one, the 4th one, had just started leaking, but they had piles like this on top of them. Like, a couple of them were like that tall. So it was pretty fucking big on a couple of them. So I was like, oh, good thing. I guess I came in here thinking, just a simple, hey, reset the fucking sensors, which, by the way, did that work? Yes. That's how you do it. If you don't have if you know where the sensor is, I'm not going to show you guys sensors or whatever, not trucks I don't own. But if you go, because it is within like a 5-minute job of that, and all it is a clip, plastic clip, unclip it. You can do it that way too, the same sensor. Batteries one though, I didn't think of that time, but the battery one is by far the easiest because you don't really do anything. You just park, turn the truck off, kill the batteries, and then 15 minutes you take off and go. Annoying, yes. I cannot imagine having a truck with a battery shut-off switch, considering how many issues that can fix the sensors. Especially these Freightliners. What is it? Between I-10 and I-40, I think it's 95. I think. Anyway, there's this fucking road. It's the one that's north of Lake Havasu. I believe it's that one. We're right behind it. Alright, it's the one that fucking takes you up towards the Needles. Okay? I'm thinking of the right one. Yeah, okay. Anyways, it's California Highway. 65 mile an hour, 55 mile an hour speed limit, but come on, nobody's doing 55. But the road does this. Like, no joke, that's what it feels like doing the truck. But if you got a trailer and you're loading enough, it's not so bad empty. If you're loading enough, you will literally slam, the trailer will slam itself down with its airbags. Which in a Freightliner, I've had this happen both times I've gone on that road. It sets off, it fucks that sensor up. Like, it just trips it. And the sensor freaks out. Like, it sets off ABS, traction control, that same thing, same sensor. You can pull over, kill the switch, right? As soon as the road's smooth out, you don't do it until the road's smooth out. But kill the battery shut off, turn battery shut off switch. Same thing. Like, it is such a simple thing to fix. It's annoying. I don't think I've been on, I believe I've been in that road on T680, didn't have the issue. So I think it's due to the location of the sensor of the Freightliner. That it is, you can pretty much almost repeat this 24/7, like consistently enough for it to be an issue. But I am now just sitting on the side of the road waiting to get loaded up in Schreiber and Tempe. Not a bad place. Just an interesting setup for getting into the gate, or and one dock. It's it's not a bad place. It's not hard. It's hard for rookies though. Like, guys that are training, that's the guys that's gonna fuck it. Because it's a giant U-turn set up for a dock, and sometimes they have pallets in the way, but they're not like, okay, when I say in the way, not for like in the way for me, because if you know how to do a U-turn setup to line up the dock. But for somebody that doesn't have enough training to be doing a U-turn, when they haven't really built their trainings up enough, it can be an issue. Like, the biggest issue I see with trainers or trainees is they don't understand. I had the same issue for like a week. They don't understand you don't have to have the truck lined up perfectly with the trailer. Trailer like this, but truck like this is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Most of the time, my truck and trailer now are like all misaligned from each other when I'm setting up. Trailer will be like this, truck will be like this, truck will be like this, curving. It just depends on how, how I want to do it. Sometimes it's just like a giant, like, little, curve. Doesn't have to be straight. I mean, it looks prettier straight. It doesn't have to be. I mean, it's not a hard dock. It's just the setup. It's a giant U-turn, and it's like me with last 2 years I have all this fucking room to straight back. Yet I couldn't set it for straight very well because I'm not used to doing it. It just feels off. The way you set up for a straight back is quite a bit different. You gotta pull ups way later. And usually I was only off like a foot. It wasn't like I was like off by like a mile around like someone else's fucking back or lined up in front of somebody else's trailer or truck or whatever. I was like off. Like I drive to RB over there, over the yellow line by like a foot or whatever. So it wasn't like it was bad, but I was getting, the more and more I was doing it, the better I was getting at it. But I don't care about straight backs. I don't, because it's horrible. That guy, I was struggling for those a couple times. You got Sal's a couple of those. But it's like, when you're not used to doing it, plus, it's just, I don't always like going the easy route. I like sometimes just to keep doing what I'm doing, just to stay on top of it. But hey, as I get past my mustache truck, that was a little weird. He had a mustache on his hood. Anyways, I'm gonna go get some food and fucking chill out. My appointment isn't for another 2 hours. It's 11:30. But anyways, you guys stay safe out there. Catch you next time. Bye!